Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I'm watching JUJUTSU Kaisen. Ben could not join today, he's just too busy. He's not sick this time, he's just too busy. But I am very excited for this episode because, well, last time it seemed like it was kind of like a transition episode. Like, we gotta get some stuff out of the way before we can get into the real meat and potatoes. And I am hungry. I'm excited, especially because look at the screen that we're starting on. What do you think of Gojo? This episode is going to be a lot about him, I can feel it. And he's going to be facing off against the three curses down in the Shibuya subway. So, we know where most of the other characters are, how they're going to be involved. A lot of them are on backup, but who knows what's going to happen this episode. If you guys like my JUJUTSU Kaisen reactions, then you should do yourself a favor by subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single JUJUTSU Kaisen episode going forward. 3, 2, 1, go!
先生がいなかったら俺今頃死刑だったみたいよ。そんで
That's true.
バカ
バカだね。
でも
Salmon.
最強
Alright. We good? What's happening here? Gate! Open! Steins Gate?
会うのは3度目だな。
Yeah.
なめたま。まずはお前から殺す。ほら、来いよ。どうした？逃げんなっつったのは。
He's being cocky, and
お前らの方だ
he
ろ。
has a right to be, but they've got techniques to try and hit him, but guess if he's like, if you guys are gonna try and touch me, I could touch you.
せーの。
Jeez, alright, alright. Ooh, my god. Alright. So while last time kinda held back on the animation, not this time. That's so cool, by the way. If it's gonna be useless, then he might as well focus his energy elsewhere. Alright, here comes the vines. God, this episode's directing is crazy already. Jesus. He's not as important. Although that makes me worried. He's just pushing them back. Oh my god. Jesus, Gojo. Oh my god. We haven't seen him like this really since, like, Megami's dad. Oh! Hanami dead? You guys' goal is to hold him off for 20 minutes. How's that working out?
獄門教は生きた結界、原神の慣れ果て、五条悟をとどめなければならない。
4 meters. I like this though, that like the villains aren't like super sure about their plan. Like they know what gives them the best shot, but they're like, it's really difficult to pull off. They're the ones having trouble. Yeah, so how did he convince them? This guy just throws it in there. Oh my god. Like, Gojo's almost like a horror, like I almost feel bad for these guys. How'd that work out for you? Jesus. Oh boy. Jeez, like, what is the plan? Oh yeah, right, this thing happened. You good? It happens. Oh god. Yeah, on the train. Train's coming right for you guys. No, that's not a good thing. A bunch of transfigured humans are about to come out of this thing. No. Oh no. Nah. Oh, you guys are gonna wanna run. Jesus. Stressed. Gojo, your job just got a lot harder.
Hanamiは死んだ。
Yeah.
マジ
Things are, What are you gonna do, Gojo?
マジで当たんない
Mahito and
七海とユージ
him have never met, right? So, Mahito's probably the strongest of these curses, so. Uh-oh. Man, your job just got harder again. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh god. A real massacre. Gave him his arm. Someone said that this is like a censored version of what happens in the manga. This is very bloody.
貴様の想定している犠牲は呪霊に殺される人間であって五条悟に殺される人間ではない
Yeah, well, Jesus music.
するのだ
What are you gonna do, Gojo?
マジか
領域展開無料空所
It's here. Is this what they want him to do? Just put him in the same spot for 1 minute? So they can trap in the prison realm? Oh god. What is he doing?
0.非術師が廃人にならず後遺症も残らないであろう無料空所の滞在時間改造人間を含めた非術師の脳には時間にして約半年分の情報が流し込まれ
So he could then kill all of them.
地下5階の生き残りは2月後に残らず社会復帰を果たす標的は改造人間に絞った
I can't believe what is happening this episode. Jesus Christ, Gojo.
領域解除後299秒で
Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. But he's actually tired now. Hello? Is that the prison realm?
獄門橋開門 や
Uh-oh.
サトル
Uh-oh. Not gonna pass up this chance to talk to him?
偽物五条悟の脳内時間で1分だ
Oh. Make him relive the past.
体に力も入らん罪か誰だよお前
ゲト卓だよ忘れたのかい
俺の魂がそれを否定してんだよさっさと答えろお前は誰だ
Ew.
なんでわかるんだよ脳を入れ替えれば肉体を転々とできるんだもちろん肉体に刻まれた術式も使えるよ彼の呪霊操術とこの状況が欲しくてね
Wait, so has it really not been Geto the whole time?
楽にこの体が手に入った君強すぎるんだよ私の目的に邪魔なの
忘れたのか
乙骨裕太か私はあの子にそこまで魅力を感じないね
I hope it comes back for this arc.
乙骨裕太は君になれないよおやすみ五条悟新しい世界でまた会おう
聞こえるか虎杖勇士
Yeah.
時間がない五条悟が封印された
Yeah. Oh, God. Dude, I am reeling from that episode. I'm reeling from the fact that Geto is not Geto. And he's been that way since Jujutsu Kaisen 0. He's been this brain curse inside him. What is this? I never suspected anything because I was all like, oh, this still aligns with Geto's plan, really. So the plot twists have begun. Man, this episode was crazy. You know, I was fine with last episode being kind of more on the meh side in terms of animation and plot and action and stuff. Because I was all like, I bet it's going to turn around and be crazy again. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I don't know how they do it. How they consistently make this show so insane looking. There's so much crazy animation during this. We got to really see the full extent of Gojo's powers. Oh my god. Unfortunately, if they had to hold him in one place, like, physically for a minute, they probably would have failed. But the fact that they just need to, like, make him relive, like, a minute of his life in his head, that's not fair. A prison of his own mind. But Gojo killed Hanami. At the very least. God, he was scary this episode. I'm like, when he really goes all out, he's just like unstoppable. It's really like the only thing that can defeat him is like emotions, right? Because he's very logical, but it's also like contradicted by the fact that he's very emotional as well. So that's at war within him, and it kind of makes him, you know, have to choose sometimes. Did this curse that's in Geto like know all about this past? Like what are they? How do they know all this information? That's just what I'm curious about. I love when a show is all like, give me answers, and it's all like, maybe later, and I'm like, I hate you. But it looks like Gojo has now been trapped in the prison realm, which is, you know, I expected to happen. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I expected it to happen, and it is about the worst case scenario. They were talking about Yuta and how he can never be the replacement of Gojo. And it made me think, like, yeah, Yuta isn't in the opening for this arc. I kind of thought that after the movie he would become more of a prominent character. Like, not like a main character, but a character that would show up. Which is still something that he could do in this arc. But I am surprised that he's not shown initially. But personally, I don't think if someone's going to replace Gojo, which I think is impossible, the person who's going to be the strongest, I don't know. Yuta's definitely strong, but Yuji's exponential growth may surpass that at some point. We'll have to see. This I can't get over this episode. Hold on. Let me go back through it and like, so it started off with like that questionnaire of like, what do you think of Gojo? And everyone's all like, he's our teacher, you know, he's a dumbass, you know. But he is the strongest. Which, when they said that, I was immediately all like, oh no, he's gonna lose this episode. He then, you know, killed Hanami. It's just like insane. But they put him under enough stress for him to use domain expansion. Which, from what I understood, he used domain expansion for 0.2 of a second, which was enough to turn everyone, all of the normal humans, into vegetables for 2 months. But using that, like, that time that everyone in this place was out, in the next 299 seconds, he killed 1,000 curses. Or transfigured humans. Kind of, not quite curses, but that is insane. And like the jazz music during it, like, oh my god. No wonder everyone thinks he's the strongest. It's like, god. I just want to keep comparing him to, like, what if like a Dragon Ball Z character was in like the normal world, you know? Although, like, what Dragon Ball Z characters could accomplish this? Probably most of them could move fast enough to do that. At least at the point, at least by Super. He's crazy. He's a crazy character. Crazy man. And this might be the last we see of Gojo for a while. We have no idea what the prison realm looks like, if he's even able to, like, retain consciousness during it. But we'll see. It seems like all the backup is going to have to move in on this situation now, though. Gojo couldn't handle it. Let's hope everyone else can handle it. Although, to be fair, Gojo was like, they put him in a specific situation that he couldn't handle. With all of these crazy people showing up, we'll see if they can handle it. We still haven't, I'm forgetting his name, and I don't know why, but we still haven't seen the curse speech user yet. We have all these people from Jujutsu Tech Tokyo, but he's the only one that we haven't seen yet. I'm just, you know, now that Gojo's not here, he's kind of acted himself as like a living plot armor for every other character. You're like, oh, well, Gojo will come and save them. That's not a thing anymore. The plot armor on this entire show has just gone down. Anyone could die at this point. And I expected that the body count of this arc would not be 0. But part of me expected one of that body count to be Gojo, and there's still possibly time for that, but they did take him out of the story effectively. The question is, like, I don't know. If I were writing the story, at some point I'd kill Gojo off. So it might not happen this arc. He might just be out of commission and things... It might be even better for him to, like, be just not able to save anyone here. It might, like, break him emotionally. So if he comes back, I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. Otherwise, things are about to get serious. You're not gonna want to miss future episodes from this point on, for sure. I am stressed. I'm kind of trying to think of other things to say because most of this episode was action, and it was just so crazy. Like, you know, Gojo is just all like, all right, then I'll stop using my infinite so that I can focus more of my energy on killing you. Gojo's just an interesting character, and he's gonna be the thumbnail again for this episode. I've used him a lot so far this season, but something tells me I'm gonna have to fall back on someone else. Yuji, Meimei, and Ui, I don't know if he actually fights the little brother, but they are, I guess they're a team, so probably. They are the closest. They're probably gonna be the ones to first show up, and if they show up, then it's 4 on 3. Although I believe Yuji would want to take Mahito. I don't know. I know Meimei's strong. I got the sense that from all of, like, the adult characters, she's up there with one of the strongest characters. You know, I don't want to, like, compare these characters in terms of strength all the time, but it's kind of what your brain just does when you watch shonen. There's a lot of strong characters that are gonna come in, but why am I so fearful of what's gonna happen in the future? And I just finished Bungo Stray Dogs, where I was stressed the entire season, and now I have to be stressed with this. So, you know, if you're down with seeing me be stressed, then be sure to stick around. If you like my reaction, then you can leave a like, and you can comment. Tell me what you thought about this episode. It was a big one. And you can subscribe so you don't miss the chaos in the future. Anyway, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Until next time, take it easy, everyone.